Treehouse, treehouse, treehouse.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Treehouse podcast with me, Martin. And tonight, I am joined by my bandmate in Armalite and Mr. Treehouse himself, Mr. Toleran.
Hey.
And yes. And 8, you want to introduce the guests or should I?
I didn't know. Pero tonight we have my old housemate and my old kapitbahay, Papa Darius and Chito.
Hi!
Everybody, round of applause.
What's up, y'all?
Chito and Darius, Parokya and Edgar, everybody. Thank you, man. Thank you guys for coming tonight. This podcast doesn't really have a flow, so we just do what we do and talk about what we talk about. But how's it been going for you recently, man? What's been keeping you busy nowadays, Cheats?
Steady lang sa bahay. May family na ako.
Yeah.
Hindi na ako nagda-drugs. Sober na ako. Hindi, steady lang. Nag-mature na. Kasi nandito sa room na to, sa bahay na to, kami pinaka immature. Talagang lahat ng mga pwedeng maling gawin ng mga kabataan dito namin ginawa. Pero hindi, may direction pa rin tayo noon 8 kasi kahit panikalokohan tayo noon, may mga business tayo. We knew what, diba, kanina we were discussing, diba na meron tayong kausap mga record labels, we were getting our friends, mga
back 10, 20 years ago.
We nakikipag-meeting kami sa mga recording companies to get them record deals. So kahit kami mga gago, we were doing something good naman.
How was that like? I mean, just taking off from there. How was that? And how long were you guys housemates here, particularly in this room?
Ito siguro mga 7 years. Tapos before this, I think mga another 3 years tayo sa first na
level 1.
Sa level 1.
1.
Small 2-bedroom apartment lang. Tapos nag-update kami dito. Tapos this exact room, ito yung bedroom ko.
This was your bedroom.
Yeah,
I heard 8 always tells me whenever I'm here.
May kama ako dito. Tapos may dyan ako may nanonood ng mga
bold.
Was there anything that sort of triggered your nostalgia when you first walked in the room again after all these years?
Actually, hindi sa room pagkakit pa na ng hagdanan kasi sobrang sanay ako dyan umakit sa hagdanan. I know the distinct na tunog ng footsteps ko paakyat. Lalakasan ko talaga to signal 8 na I'm home para alam niya na nandito na si Chits tapos tambay na dyan. So dun pa lang.
Yeah, where were you 8 again when Chito was in
I was downstairs.
On the second floor, the stock room now.
So this is Chito's room. We both had verandas.
So sisilip lang ako pag nandun siya or sisigaw lang ako dito sa likod or pag may umuubo na dyan, ko na, dyan si 8.
yun nga yung parang gusto ko tanong kasi technically 7 years, like you pretty much brothers, right?
Yeah, more than 10 years kami talaga.
Were there times, because this happens a lot with me and my brother at home, but like how do you guys deal with like, being together so much? Like were there traits that you guys sort of like annoyed each other with?
Sa totoo, sanay kami sa isa't isa. Ang isang naaalala ko na nag-away kami, ito napaka-epic. Isang away lang to. Never kami nag-away. Isa lang pinagawa namin Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, the game, the card game.
Yeah, he killed me.
Namatay yung character niya. Doon lang kami nag-away. As in talagang 3 days kami hindi nag-usap. Tapos dadaan siya, sasabihin ko, 8, okay ka na? Hindi pa.
What would the grudges be, 8?
Talaga, yun lang yung time na nag-away kami.
In all the 7 years.
At least open yung communication, di ba? Okay ka na, hindi pa.
Madami kami
ready.
Pareho kami
sakit ng ginawa mo, Brad eh.
Sakit talaga. Namatay kami ni Led. Tapos nabuhay si Led ako, hindi na
Talaga epic yun. Talagang yun lang naalala ko na nag-away. Syempre may mga normal na with butt heads kasi para kami sanay na para kami alpha sa mundo namin, alam mo.
Yeah, that's true.
So pagdating, pero there's just so much respect for each other and talagang lambing kasi si 8 kahit mga siyang salbahe So okay, we jive talaga.
Yes, very much.
So never kami nag-away about anything. May mga discussions pero it's normal kasi hindi naman kayo pwede maging close friends na hindi kayo magbabat heads, di ba? Pero kami wala talaga ako maalala na minsan magagalit siya na iiwan kong bukas yung gate, parang ganyan.
Like the normal things that you go through.
Diba? Pero yung away talaga nagalit.
Yeah,
Yun lang.
well.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Parang away mag-asawa.
Talaga, 3 days.
How long did it last? 3 days?
3 days. Dadaan siya talagang dadaan siya sa kusina, nasa kusina. Papakiramdam ka lang. Cheats. Eat, okay ka na? Di ba?
Oh, just because you lost the game?
Sakit kasi ng ginawa mo.
I'm not familiar with Dungeons and Dragons.
We always played kasi back in the day, sila Jay, sila Led. Pero mostly, Kamikaze Boys.
That was your game, Dungeons and
Every
Dragons.
night talaga. It was years eh.
And we took it seriously. Madilim, tapos may candles.
Oh, wow. You had the whole setup going, the whole
Sa
vibe.
level 1 pa.
Oh, level 1 pa lang dun pa.
Wow.
Seryoso,
Okay.
kasi he was the DM. He was the Dungeon Master.
Master,
Ang
yeah.
ganda
The Dungeon Master siya yung magkikwento, mag-come up with the story with the adventure. Tapos sila
Yeah.
yung mga players, parang ganun.
Yeah, I have some friends who play it, but me personally, I never really grew up on it. But it's a long game, right? That's what I hear.
Yeah, kasi you build your characters
Yeah.
hanggang
It goes for
palakas sa
hours,
palakas.
no?
Pero yung sama ng loob mo ba sa kanya, may magagawa ba siya dapat na hindi
Hindi,
niya
alam mo
ginawa?
ba?
Dice
Hindi.
eh.
Tsaka
Ay,
lahat
kaya nga. So, wala siyang kasalanan pero nagagalit
lahat
ka.
ng roll ko, 20 eh.
Oo, di ba?
Talagang,
Yung role niya yung
ay,
malupit.
syempre, I was rooting for them.
Isa pa!
I was rooting for them kasi
Wala talaga.
but I had to follow the rules ng lahat ng tama. I only needed, kunyari yung dice 1 to 20.
Eh, yun yung
20 lang yung kailangan ko.
Kailangan
Wala
mo
akong
talaga.
ibang pwedeng, kung 19 hindi ko siya tatamaan, 20 lang.
ito yung...
Kada tira ko 20.
Nagwawala ako.
Talaga. Ako talaga nahihiya na, 20.
Huwag mo galikan!
Anyway, yun lang. Pero aside from that, napaka-productive namin. Wasted, inom, ganyan. Pero kami mag-edit ng mga music videos namin. And may goal kami when it comes to music talaga. Lagi kami may goal na maganda for us and our friends also.
Yeah.
So we were sobrang inspiring, nakaka-inspired gumawa ng songs and albums. Pagkala mo ng tanong, bababa ka lang, si Jomal, pakilagyan nga ng chords to. It was so easy talaga.
Just to write and everything.
Wala. Perfect talaga siyang place for creativity.
Saka everyone was there all the time.
Talagang meeting place to palagi. Kahit pagkagising mo na sa baba na sila or pag uwi mo, nandun na sila sa... When I say sila, nandiyan ang Kamikaze, sila Dar, tas si Dar dito lang din nakatira sa kabilang house, tapos my whole bandmates, lahat ng bandmates ko nandito lang sa street na to.
Yeah.
Lahat kami talaga para siyang melting pot of Parokya,
Think
Kamikaze.
headquarters.
Could you imagine, talaga napaka-conducive para magbanda eh.
Kasi yung bahay nila yung Petix.
Oo.
When we moved here,
Yeah.
lumipat na si Jay kanila, Darius, tsaka si Gabi.
Gabi Urmanda,
si
nagstay din si River Maya, si
Michael
Mike.
Gar.
Tapos si Boris,
Petix.
tumira din dito, tapos si Din nandyan. Talagang,
If walls could
no?
speak.
Dito lang.
ano talaga,
could
para
speak.
napaka, if you were in a band at that age, kasi
Yeah.
syempre, we eventually grew up and had families and
Yeah.
una nag-gravitate kami towards each other. Nung tumanda na kami, our goal was to stay away from each other na as much as possible na kung
Look
pwede
out
magkakaligan.
from afar in a sense, yeah.
Para mas tahimik yung buhay, parang ganon. Tapos, nakakatawa, lumayo ako sa Tagaytay. Si Dindin, bumili na ng bahay sa village din. Tapos si Darius, bumili na ng...
Pau's also close by.
Si Pao doon na rin. Pero at least, kumbaga, at that time, nung sa age na talagang when you needed to be in a rock and roll lifestyle sa band na to, when you needed to party para maging valid yung pagiging rock and roll mo, we were here. It was really
It's an honor to be here then, guys. Like
diba,
hearing it from me.
we were discussing that, diba? We do not pretend na kasi talagang yung lifestyle natin eh.
Tapos nagkita-kita na lang talaga dito, no?
Grabe.
Isipin mo nandito talaga tayo lahat.
Naalala ko dati, we joke about it lang. Papatawa lang kami. Parang, ano kaya kung ganito? Ano kaya kung ganyan? Tapos next thing you know, ginagawa na nila. Tapos,
Solid.
parang we were just talking about it nga kanina downstairs na parang it was hard pero yun nga, it's different kasi if you grew up around that time na wala kaming magawa tapos parang ito lang yung alam namin, ako keso ko, sila Parokya, pero at that time kasi naalala ko nung bata ko, pag nakikita ko sila sa UP kasi yung ex ko kabatch mo, si Gabby.
Hindi, pero same, sa kabatch nila jobs.
Oh,
So,
FA.
batch lower.
So, I'd pick her up, tapos may kita ko sila. Tapos, fuck, si Parokya guy, si Chito. Tapos, when Chito would speak, yung boses niya, diba, distinct na.
You know it's Chito.
Ito si Chito. Tapos, naalala ko at the time, so, parang ganyan.
Pero nung nakilala ko siya, takot na takot ako eh.
Ako rin.
Takot ang mga to. Kala ko pa nung nakilala ko si sabi niya, banda niya Cheese. Aha, may kapangalan silang forest band. Yung pala, nung nalaman ko, hindi pala foreign yun.
Sila pala
Nakatakot.
Pero ganun nga eh. Parang yung tingin namin sa kanila, dadating sila doon, babagsak sila nila. Richard minsan, dadating kayo galing gig eh. Tapos diretso ng school si Chito. So parang ang lakas nung dating sa amin.
It goes way back.
Kasi alam namin, Parokya, established na sila ages ago. Tapos may kita mo si Chito, parang kagigising lang. Pero he had to go to school kasi. Tapos ikwento sa amin ng mga friends namin, galing pang gig yan, ganun. Pero yun nga, they always projected like this aura na, ganto.
Yun yung gusto ko sabihin sa atin. Kahit para tayong walang ginagawang party, we'd sit down and bibili na ng computer para tayo gagawa ng album cover. We were working.
You're putting in the work.
Pero the thing we did
it's
kasi
just
the
sobrang
most
enjoy.
is we tried to make it look na hindi. Tama ba? Yun yung pinaka...
No, we were really enjoying talaga ourselves. Enjoy naman kasi talaga tawa tayo na while doing it. Pero
we missed the part na we had to parang film na we were working.
Hindi, pag work mode naman talaga tayo. Parang ganun. Pero eto nga, kunyari, magsusulat ng kanta, yun yung hindi mag-gets ng mga ibang excess na mga kaband, kunyari, sabihin na, tago nila nasa pangalan. Hindi kasi, magsusulat kami kasi ng kanta.
Parang sa bahay ko lang nangyari.
Magsusulat kami kasi ng song. You can't just sit down and, sulat tayo. You need to hang out first and enjoy the process. Then you come up with something kamikaze. So same thing with us also. We cannot come up with anything na tunog Parokya if we don't hang out as friends and party like Parokya. That's why we come out. Kunyari yung Chikinini, hindi naman lalabas yan. Uy, tara, gawa tayo ng kanta. O, sige, ganito gagawin natin. No, it comes out because you hang out and you
nangyayari
sing.
lang siya sa
yung chinelas. Diba? Kasi nawawala talaga yung chinelas ni Jay. Tapos naalala ko, kinanta niyo yun, diba? Tapos nakikinig tayo ng Deftones lang sa sa bahay. Tapos nagpatawa sila ng Jay.
Kaya mabubuo kasi that's why masaya yung tugtugan. It's
hindi siya parang tapos wala tayong kanta.
Tapos pag when it's time to work, kunyari, nakagawa na tayo magandang song. O tara, edit talaga tayo. We sit down. Ganyan
doon
to.
na yung seryoso.
Ever since I knew 8, you were always an edit sort of guy. Even like in the early ages of Armalite. Was that Fuck TV? Wasn't that your brand?
Yeah. Pero it was just the thing kasi we used to have a editing place downstairs, sila Paolo.
Tsaka we took yung pagbabanda natin seriously.
Yeah.
Diba? We
did the
took
whole
it seriously.
9 yards.
Pero we were having fun talaga while doing it.
Yeah.
Hindi yung parang, ito yung goal natin and we just focus and not have fun basta we do that. Hindi, talagang
Pero mostly sila, they would take the lead eh. Kasi we're the same age, pero when I met si Chito, dati na siyang ganyan. He was always driven. Kami, we were like keso kids lang. Pero, yun nga, I ended up meeting him. Tapos I saw the process.
Pero you added something, you added our, yung the moment that we were together, not just you, but Kamikaze, it added flavor also to us eh. Because kasi I'm a nerd. So pagdating sa, nakikita ko na rock and roll lifestyle, kumbaga, influence din yan. The people you hang out with influence your kung anong creative output mo din. So, ang laking bagay din. Yan yung mga time na nagawa ko yung mga bigotilyo or sobrang makukulit, mga tipo ganyan. So, laking bagay na kami magkakasama talaga.
Parang nagiging based din dun sa mga experiences na nangyayari currently.
Hindi natin sinasadya at the time. Pero, yun yung main goal.
Was there like a memorable song that you remember that maybe just happened so quick or so out of the blue, just hanging out with you guys, like a Parokya song?
Nung time na, basta yung buong time na kasama ko si 8, wala akong maalala sa mga natapos ko na album na yun. Pero natapos ko yung dalawang album. Wala lang akong maalala.
Gotcha, noted on that.
Pero dami, I'd watch him just, kasi it's weird to watch eh. Kasi I remember, I was telling a friend, I remember nung sinusulat ni Gabi yung masakit sa damdamin na song sa bahay niya yun. diba, what, the battle, something,
Evidence?
something to do with this battle. This battle is
Frailty.
bringing-
Frailty.
I was there that exact moment eh.
Oh, wow.
So yun nga, it's fucked up kasi I've seen so many. Like I hear the song, he'd play it, pero
Yeah.
I'd keep it to myself. Na I was in fucking nasa bahay ako ni Dar, and then he was like,
Broken din siya nun.
Oo.
Doon nanggaling yung...
Yun.
Galing, no? Kasi na-witness natin talaga yun eh.
witness namin
Solid,
talaga.
man.
And we were like, sige, just naalala ko, he'd come over, he'd be like, na this life, and
Yeah.
kasi problema sila, they're China.
Tuloy ako naalala ko.
Diba?
Kasi may time na nagigising ako sa siguro mga late morning na. Pero yung breakfast ni Gabi Red Horse. So, alam mo na may pinagdadaanan siya. Tapos sumusulat siya ng kanta. So, doon ang galing yung inspiration.
Pero galing kasi talaga may sarili lang tayong mundo eh. Tapos we were just doing, basta yun lang tayo, bunch of kids na nagbabanda.
Yeah.
Tapos we were,
Kala ko si Chito, like, kunyari may something, parang,
Yeah.
tatawa-tawa kami, and then all of a sudden, parang mawawala, it's notebook, tapos
Yeah.
something. Or minsan, drawing lang eh. Minsan nagdo-drawing siya, tapos may idea. Parang, I've known him for so long na alam ko na may switch na. He
Yeah.
just gets shit out of the air. You know?
Yeah.
Parang,
May magic na nangyayari.
Oo,
no?
may something lang na mangyayari. Pero yun nga,
Galing.
it wouldn't happen kung hindi kami
Oo,
Kasama,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
It wouldn't have...
Napaka talaga, parang imagine yourself, kunyari art student ka, nagpunta ka sa best art
Art
school.
school.
Diba? Yun naman yung ginawa natin, nagbabanda tayo, nagpunta ka sa pinakamagandang spot kung saan pwede magbanda, na perfect sa music natin, na perfect sa ugali, at kung sino tayo as bands.
Yeah.
Diba? Talagang,
Kasi ngayon natatanong pa rin ako na parang hindi common na parang magkaibigan kayo ni Chito. Parang, diba?
Yeah, I wouldn't, like, if I didn't know you guys, I would have
Magkabarkada
never
kayo ng
assumed.
Parokya tsaka ng Keso. Parang hanggang ngayon hindi pa rin nila. Pero yun nga, kami, yun nga nag-gravitate na lang kami na we just
Galing,
ended
sobrang
up na
galing.
magkakasama lang kami. It's a weird mix if you think about it, pero you can't deny the fact na
Yeah.
shit works eh.
talaga it worked.
It worked out.
Sa backbeat, no?
Sa
Lahat
backbeat
ng banda
talaga.
sa backbeat.
Lahat sila Pau, talking about sila Moonstar.
Oo, may Moonstar
Yeah.
pa tayo.
Ronaldo.
Oo, naalala ko nung kasasali lang namin, hindi ko makalimutan to, binubuli kami ng Parokya. Hindi ng Parokya, si Dindin actually. Binubuli kami ni Dindin, lagi niya binubuli yung drummer namin. Parang, kaya mo ba yun? 20 songs? Ikaw 10 songs lang, pagod ka.
Sabi niya ba yun?
Kahit naman kay boards di ba? Kasi si Dindin yung sa totoo lang, si Dindin yung pinakamabait sa amin. So nakakatawa pag nagkaroon, kasi sa si what naalala mo,
May time
sobrang
siya,
hus kasi siya. Then, biglang sabi niya, sige, from now on, magiging badass na ako. Binaba niya yung book niya, hindi siya nakasupply. Kaya ngayon, feeling niya,
Bigla siya nagkaroon ng bagas eh.
It's funny because it's an act. Kasi siya talaga yung
Yeah.
baby boy yun eh. Talaga nakakatawa na, lapit siya kay Boards. Yung first time, magdadrum sa amin si Boards. Dala niya yung CD na Parokya. Aralin mo lahat yan! Gito yun sa dibdib.
Grabe
It's all an
talaga.
act. So,
If walls could speak, dude, I can imagine all the stories that
Nakakatawa.
must have happened.
So many memories. Alam mo,
Kakatawa
maubos
lang.
yung oras natin talking about. Kasi yung 10 years na yun talaga yung...
Dami pwede pag-usapan.
Oo, dami masyado.
Guys,
Para tayo nagkita-kita sa isang university na
Treehouse exclusive.
perfect talaga yung perfect yung school na pinasukan natin na lahat tayo magkakaklase.
Yun nga,
Talaga.
parang row 4.
Oo, talaga.
Is there anything just out of curiosity, is there anything in particular that stands out in a sense maybe that you picked up from being in this house, like that you still sort of do in regards to when you make music or play?
Ay nako, hindi lang isa, sobrang daming bagay. Kasi syempre sa music, lalo na at my age, nahahalo mo na yan na business yan.
Yeah, your other
Oo.
priorities.
Pero one thing na talagang hindi namin na-outgrow is kailangan talaga you come up with something what you honestly think is beautiful, yung trip mo.
Yeah.
Regardless kung pop pa yan or kasi
Yeah.
syempre kunyari sanay talaga sa mabigat na tugtugan. So syempre may way na pwedeng ayoko din gumawa ng medyo pop kasi baka hindi ito yung magustuhan ko ng housemate ko.
Yeah.
Parang ganon. Pero ang natutunan ko sa group namin, regardless kung ano trip mo, kung ano trip ko, if I think it's kahit gaano pa ka sentiyan,
Yeah.
these people, my peeps will respect.
Yeah. And appreciate it.
Oo.
Yeah.
Na
Ganda nun.
Yeah.
diba na I think it's honestly beautiful
Yeah.
na hindi ako matatakot ipresenta sa mga to kahit gaano pa ka love song yan.
Yeah.
Walang
How
magsasabi
cheesy
sa akin
it
na
is. Or
rock and roll tayo para
Yeah.
sabay ganyan ka.
Oo,
Wala kang
yeah.
mararamdaman na
Metal kami. Tapos,
metal kami
Oo.
tapos ganyan yung wala kang mararamdaman na ganun.
Yeah.
ito pa, dati naalala ko si Jomal nung kid pa kasi yan. Nilapitan ako ni Jomal, tapos sabi niya sa akin, Chis, no? Siguro nagugulat yung mga tao kasi heavy metal kami, tas magkatambay tayo na baka parang hindi magugulat sila na magkatambay. Yung simula pala yung tube. Baka parang sinasabi niyo yung mga fans namin, baka matawa na friends namin kayo. Tapos parang ako na-off kasi bata pa si Jomal, he was clueless. Yun pa yung tingin niya kasi alam naman na lahat mahal ko si Jomal, pero he was a kid na parang sinasabi niya, in a good way, magkaibigan tayo, no? Pero siguro yung mga metal fans di magigets kasi pop kayo, parang gano'n. Tapos naalala ko, sama ko si Tayaw sa Surya ba yung
Surya.
Sa isang bar sa
tapat ng
Katibur. Buti ikaw, Sai, buti ikaw hindi ka naiilang na magkasama tayo kasi parang nagkaroon tuloy ako na ng parang connotation or something na parang people are strange. Up to now, diba tayo, hindi sila sanay na talaga magkaibigan kayo. You're so from different worlds, parang gano'n. Tapos sabi lang ni parang tayo na, let him keep his fans and you have your own fans. Parang just be comfortable kung ano yung trip mo.
Yeah.
Tapos coming from someone na talagang, oy, si tayo to, kinakatakutan ko nga to, parang sasabihin siya, parang, then I felt comfortable. Tapos no, si 8, na always, at first intimidating, tapos eventually parang, such a kind soul. Yan lang yung music natin. And if we come up with something na sobrang corny, ang magdidis lang actually mga kabanda ko pa na parang ang lungkot niya, parang Michael Learns to Rock, parang gano'n, pero I'd never hear that from them, from Kamikaze or anyone. They're always see the
Anong kanta yun? Michael Learns to Rock.
Hindi ko pala kayang kanta.
Naalala ko yung sitwasyon na yun, pero hindi ko maalala.
May ginagawa tayong kanta, may muli, diba yung kanta mo na muli, ang lungkot-lungkot. I love that song. Tapos pinaparinig ko kay Gabi. Nahihiya ako parinig kay Gabi kasi gusto niya ba rin yung mga new songs Tapos parang sabi ni Buwi ata, huwag mo parinig yan para Michael Learns to Rock yan. Tapos kasi syempre kami, nahihiya kami parinig yung material namin sa kanila kasi Urbandab yan Urbandab yan yung pinakamalupit na sabi
parinig mo.
Makakahiya. Pero hindi, talaga wala ka. You could ma-realize mo na musikero din talaga siya na he respects kung ano yung output niya as musicians, no matter how corny it may seem sa amin. Gusto namin yan Tapos yun yung nakikita niya, trip nyo yan, we respect. Parang ganun talaga. So, we're just comfortable na, kaya din naging malakas yung loob namin na, sige, gawa tayo ng disco, gawa tayo ng dance, or whatever. Wala kaming, yun yung natutunan ko din with them na, sa sobrang yabang namin together, we could do whatever we want. Parang ganon.
We rule the world.
My friends here will never judge me. Sino kayo para magsabi? Ito ang mga kaibigan namin from Quezon, hindi sila na...
Hindi nila iniisip na Michael Learns to Rock.
Siguri lang. No, but that's spot on, man. That's actually why I asked, because like being in a house with so many, different types of genre musicians, if that's the safe way to say it, but very, very interesting. Never clashed once.
At the time, we were just, we 24, diba? 24 kami na. We had nothing. I mean, we had stuff to do.
Yeah.
Pero yun nga, if we hadn't, I can personally say, if I didn't meet the guys, I wouldn't be around. Kasi yun nga, I found the same drive kasi mahahawa ka sa, parang, sila kasi, they tend to like, they go around, they find people na okay, and then they just put them together. Tapos I just ended up being one of them. Pero I remember it took a while bago nag-sink in Chito was just human Kasi it was hard to
see it that way,
Kasi when he'd speak and he'd just he'd sound like him. Pero I remember when it all sunk in, he was just he took care of everyone. Lahat sila actually. Sila Darius took sila Gabi in his house, and they're really nice people, and they didn't have to do what they did. But it was always, naalala ko when like no one had a place to stay. Si Chito, but lahat. Dito
si Jay, parang ampon natin si Jay, diba? Si Jay, nakatira sa sala. Tapos pag gising niyan, maghahanap lang ng sana may naiwang barya dito sa gilid-gilid na sopa. Pag nakuha ng barya, yun yung lunch niya. Talagang...
pero yun, si Chito would come home with food, clothes, and he'd help everyone out talaga to the point na parang ako I owe so much sa banda nila, and they didn't have to do sa management kanila Richard kasi they took us in. They were just like, tara dito kayo, parang wag kayo dyan, yung mga nagsasabu dyan dito.
Diba?
Hindi kasi we didn't do it naman na parang, uy, dito kayo. It was just such a fun group.
Yeah, and it was a natural.
And we all, parang nag-gravitate lang talaga kasi para pare-pareho naman kami ng drive and yung sense of fun namin. We were still responsible not to do the hardcore drugs and everything. Alam mo yun, we still knew
but you had your fun.
Yeah. We were still responsible even if, but we were bringing it to yung sa limit na, pero we knew our limits.
Yeah.
And we still had our
we had each
common
other,
goal.
actually.
Yeah.
We had
diba?
each other. If ever someone was stepping out,
You called each other out.
it was like put the foot down time na parang
Nice.
we need parang you're kinda naalala ko so many times amongst each other kahit ako or with anyone kay Chito or sa akin if someone was kunyari if you're ending up being a dick or konti parang
you'll be called out.
parang,
Exactly.
That's healthy though.
Talaga,
That's very healthy.
yun
Yeah.
talaga yung
we had the nerve to parang we were
Tsaka kunyari si Jay feeling natin nung time na yun, feeling ng mga kabanda niya, yung mayabang, sinuntok siya ni Boards. Parang gano'n. Pero,
Shit, totoo.
and it's something important.
kailangan
Na kailangan yun.
Knock the sense back in.
Yun yung naging mundo namin na we genuinely cared for each other and we also weren't afraid to keep everyone in line, not to behave in a certain way, pero kung feeling namin na ganito lang yan, kunyari may isang person na alam na namin na nagsashabu na, it's either we try to cut it and pull him back, or just wag na yan.
Or warn him, like give him a heads up.
No, talagang out talaga sa amin na ganyan, which I appreciate also. Parang ganun ba? So ay masasabi ko talaga na responsible pa rin kami. Even if it was just us partying. No? Diba, no? Nare-realize mo yung Dart, diba? Naalala mo na nagsashabu ka? Never. Si Dar.
Treehouse exclusive, Papa Dar.
Dinalala ko lang yung sa backbeat kasi para talaga pamilya, brotherhood na talagang either umayon ka doon sa limit na yon or talagang mabablacklist ka talaga.
Sa backbeat kasi we had the manager si Richard and he didn't have any kids pero kami talaga lahat kung ano yung trato niya I just joined kunyari kakasali ko lang such a big thing like we had all this we had vans sinaalala ko sina Bolong pa dati si Bolong used to be he drove everyone around kaya ngayon he's managing sina Chito na and everyone else.
Solid.
Pero naalala ko at the time, talagang lahat masipag, lahat may drive. Tapos naalala ko si Kerwin, sila Alan. Naalala ko kasi gaganahan ka talaga. You see like everyone's working as a unit.
It's a domino effect. It's contagious.
Tsaka
mahal
naman talaga natin.
Pamilya talaga na workforce.
Sino pag nag-backbeat night sa UP?
Wala, dire-diretso.
Parokya, Kamikaze, Quezon, Glock, Franco, Hilera, Typecast, diba?
Were you all those were in the
one management lang yan.
Nabutan ko pa the youth tsaka the teeth.
Na youth tsaka teeth sila yung mga OG. Dato Stripe din.
OG.
Chico Sai, Chico Sai ba umabot ka pa? Nag-Chico Sai sila bago mamatay si Chard.
Yata.
Talagang ganda na, or Moonstar. Diba? Ang ganda talaga ng lineup So,
andun na lahat
Andun lahat.
Pero yun nga, Richard always made the point na parang we didn't really we wanted to be kids at the time pero syempre you can't help doing stupid things kasi
the experience
we were young, we had a little money tapos Richard was always there to like show us that ito yung line ito yung nangyari dun sa guy na lumampas sa line
Exactly.
diba? ito yung nangyayari sa mga within the limits so you're old enough to decide pero he'd still make sure na he'd see it in you kunyari may hope or may parang he'd keep the people na gumagana pa and the ones that he tried he just kinda
it's like I tried with you you're good
and so we just ended up being that tight unit of like different bands different people pero
solid
because like those are all different sort of genres of bands in that lineup from Typecast to you guys to Parokya. Interesting.
Galing.
And then from there on, just basing it on Parokya, man. Like after the whole peak of Backbeat, maybe. Like how has it been keeping Parokya like going? If that makes sense. Like what makes it fresh for you still after all these years?
Kasi nag-change talaga when Richard passed. 2004 ba siya? Or tama ba? Okay. 12 lang pala, kala ko pero matagal na kasi. Anyway, nagkanya-kanya na ulit ng mga management, but we stuck with the staff of Richard. Tapos hindi na kami ganun ka-rock and roll when it comes to our lifestyles. Kasi sakto, nagkaroon na ng family lahat. Pero when it comes, pagdating sa pagbabanda, it's exact, ganun pa rin eh.
It's the same.
Pero sa amin, sa totoo lang, mas chill lang tayo ngayon, no? Kasi unlike before, rock and roll sa mga mga hotel rooms. Ayun, di talaga.
Uwi na tayo.
pag nandun ka na sa floor ng parokya, kailangan mo tahimik kasi nakapatay yung mga ilaw, lampshade lang, tapos tulog lang lahat talaga. Pero still fun.
What was one of the most memorable rockstar hotel room scenarios you can think of?
Hindi tayo rockstar hotel, pero nung nakulong tayo siguro no? Yun yung
memorable. Zelda yung hotel room namin. Hindi naman kami umabot sa Zelda. Pero tawag
naka-blotter tayo.
Just because you trashed the hotel room?
Hindi, may problem lang na may mga city ordinances na hindi na kami sinunod. Pero anyway, okay na yan.
On the past. Moving from that.
Pero nakatakot kasi sinamahan tayo ng pulis sa sasakyan eh. Dalang
police
muna tayo sa presinto.
Police escort. Okay, sige. Dito kayo sa van namin sasakay. Normally, police escort, katabing van eh. Tumatabi si kuya. Doon tayo sa presinto. Ha?
Ganyan mismo eh.
Okay. Dahil lang, si 8 din naman na presinto eh. Si Richard din yung tumulong sa kanya. Pero minor lang naman.
Yeah. So now, man, what's been sort of keeping you busy nowadays, other than Parokya?
Well, Parokya is still parang yun pa rin yung main activity ko outside my family.
Okay.
Siyempre may mga businesses, may mga negosyo, pero lahat naman passive eh. I don't really have to go there and sit down in the counter and magbantay sa store. So it's all passive. All I do talaga is just hang out sa bahay.
Nice.
With my kids.
Daddy time.
Talagang that's my normal routine. Hatid sa school ng morning, sundo sa hapon, tulog na by ng 9 or 10. That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
That's your daily routine normally.
Tapos yung hobby ko na lang talaga is playing with the band.
Yeah.
Parang ganyan. So enjoy pa rin kasi yun yung goal ko kasi nagkaroon ng time I didn't enjoy being in a band anymore because yun na lang ginagawa ko palagi eh.
Burnt out.
Oo, talaga na instead of being happy pag nakita ko na yung schedule na for the month, instead of me getting excited, parang naasar ako sa binibilang ko yung days na free ko tapos hindi na ako happy with the schedule. I still enjoy performing pero it gets, diba? Tapos ngayon, just right because in-adjust namin yung gigs namin to just yung tama lang na actually not just bita na parent. Sabi ko, kunin lang natin yung mga pinaka-high paying gigs.
Yeah.
Na we were actually kami kasi nag-explain sa amin yun na hindi, ganito yung dapat yung TF tapos at least relax lang kayo, parang ganun. And we tried it and it worked.
It worked out for you guys.
So, relax lang talaga kami. Tapos, tigtug lang kami ng, Pero aside from the gig, may mga project like, ngayon, nag-co-coach ako sa The Voice.
Oh, nice.
Parang ganun. So, it's something that I'm not a stranger to because nagme-mentor naman talaga ako sa Elements. Elements is a parang camp where all the singer-songwriters come. Yan, sila Moira, sila Ben and Ben.
Wasn't Gab a teacher there too before?
Kami ni Gab na Urban Dub Elements kami niya, tsaka si Ebe. Kami matatanda na kami pero kami mga kids doon because all the other mentors are Ryan Keabiab, Gary Vigen Paredes, the oldies, Joy Ayala. So
OGs.
Sa amin binibigay yung task ng pagiging kids doon.
Yeah.
I'm 47 years old pero parang kami kids. So when pagdating sa The Voice, it's more or less the same thing.
Yeah.
Instead of focusing on songwriting, it's about performing and so yun yung role ko doon. So it's nothing new.
So familiar to you.
Familiar sa akin. Para ito lang The Voice, it's a competition. So pero sa Elements kasi ganun din eh. You have a bunch of kids meron kayong task, gawa kayo ng kanta about kunyari musical and at the end of the night magko-compete din kayo. Ang premyo naman extra case of beer or wine. So pero it's still a competition. So parang basically it's ganun na ganun din.
You're sort of comfortable or adjusted to that environment.
So it's nothing new. Pero now you get paid a lot more than sa Equiments.
How about you, Papa Dar? What do you do other than Parokya? I was curious.
Ngayon, magfa-farming ako.
Farming.
Wala, camping lang yan ang
Solid.
camping.
May
Solid.
kinuha akong parang farm lot. So,
That's
medyo,
what's keeping you busy.
medyo
Huwag na natin tanongin kung ano yung tatanim niya. Diba?
Farming food, edibles na...
Yun, edibles, diba?
Edible garden.
Okay.
Ayan, parang ganun.
Like celery and all that.
Papa Dar has merch.
Tatry ko din mag-merch siguro kung may mga bibili.
May mga side rackets lang naman yan. We also have Parokya shirts, meron tayo. May mga business din kami doon, meron kaming restaurant Mang Jose and mga malilit na projects pa rin. Parang ganun. So, that's all I do talaga. Parang
you overlook them then.
Lahat ng work na ginagawa ko, I try the goal sa buhay, ang goal ko ngayon sa buhay ko is to first na maging pinaka least na stressful na pwede na lifestyle.
The best. Yun rin lang talagang
to
goal.
make as much money while being stress free. Yun na talaga yung goal ko. So, relax lang talaga. Just ang goal ko lang talaga is makasama yung family ko as much as possible.
Yeah.
Parang ganun.
So time management is for sure.
Yeah, yun.
How about you, 8? What do you do now? Other than...
No, you're supposed to be here.
I know, 8 thankfully co-hosted with me tonight. No, but that's interesting, man. So from The Boys, this is like your first act as a judge, or no? You did something prior.
Last year gumawa naman ako Idol Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Yun, medyo I was really reluctant to.
Yeah.
I was invited nung first season. I said no. I didn't want to be a part of mainstream television because not because I have anything against it. It's just that I find myself so boring talaga na I hate watching myself on TV.
Yeah.
Pero nung second, parang na-convince ako ng wife ko and our manager also na to do it because money is a big inspiration.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Talaga? Sige, game. Okay, so tapos I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. Actually pumayag din ako kasi the first, again, nothing, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, no. Pero no first season kasi ang kasama si Vice Ganda and James Reid and again, kilala ko sila, they're my friends. Pero it wasn't as inviting for me. Pagdating ng second season kasi, it was with Gary V and Regine Velasquez. I felt a certain, parang musikero din yung kasama ko.
Yeah.
And it would be an honor to be parang malagay sa same league as Gary V and Regine. Again, nothing against Vice Ganda. I'm sure magaling siya na host or si James Reid, a music producer or whatever. Pero it's not something that excited me as a musician to be a part of that lineup. So nung eventually, sige, I'll do it. And surprisingly, I was surprised talaga na I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was something na talagang I got na-invest ako with, na I really was trying to find the best talent here na ganyan and nakakatawa because the TV station wanted someone to win because tingin niya marketable. I went against it and they respect. Mga ganun ba? Yeah. So I felt a certain meron pala akong sense of responsibility pagdating sa ganyan. Tas ngayon an offer came naman to be a coach, which was parang medyo naging na ako. Sige, I'll go out of my comfort zone and do this.
Yeah.
Parang ganun. And,
pero it suits him kasi yun nga, I've been telling them kasi bata pa to, mga kabanda ko, and they had no idea na. Pero he's always been like that with us.
Yeah.
He's always been coaching, like kunyari, ganto gawin, ganto. I remember.
Yeah.
I never wore pants. I never wore shoes. Tapos Chito one day was, siguro minsan try mo mag-pants. Tapos nag-pants ako. Tapos it worked out.
Kasi naman, alam mo ba yun, si Gab din. Si Richard naman nagsabi. Kasi si Gab natutulog naka-boxers, di ba? Boxers at t-shirt. Tugtog na. Nagchinelas lang. Sabi, punta na sa stage. So naka-boxers siya ka-chinelas. Para sabi ni Richard, it's okay to be comfortable. Okay lang naman. Nobody cares. Pero, kumbaga, you show up to in a way, to give the crowd na a sense na pinagbigyan, you gave importance also.
Yung pinag-isipan mo.
Pinagbigyan mo ng...
Mag-pants ka.
Kahit paano okay lang mag-shorts kasi si Dindi lagi naka-shorts.
Sapatos ka naman.
Sorry,
Pero
who Gab is this? Alipe?
No, Gab, our Gab.
Oh,
Our
sorry.
Gab.
Okay, I was
No
I thought
moods
we were still on
kasi
Gab
yun.
Alipe
No
earlier.
mod.
No mods talaga
Kasi
yun.
tutugtog siya galing sa kama, yun na yung suit niya.
Straight bed to stage.
Chinelas tsaka boxers na maikli.
Oo.
Si Rich, diba? Tapos you're being paid premium.
Hindi,
Tapos yung manager para
magbihis ka. Sabi sa akin. Magbihis ka.
Little things like that. Like, they'd always, like, parang they'd always mentor us somehow.
Yeah.
Na parang, little things, a lot of little things.
Yeah.
Parang yun nga, he didn't really have to Parang a bunch of stuff na he didn't really have to do all those things.
He just
but
did it out of, you know.
And it helped us. Yun nga, it helped us a lot. It helped us a lot. And hanggang ngayon, ginagawa niya pa rin.
Safe to say the daddy of the group.
Yeah.
The daddy of the group.
He'd come home with pasalubong.
Solid,
He'd
man.
buy us pasalubong.
Hindi, not naman that. Kasi as to, I learned a lot from them also.
Yeah.
I learned na medyo mag-relax ng konti because I'm always...
Yeah, maybe that's
Medyo-
it, no? He
diba?
was always wound up.
Yeah.
Pero kami, we were like on the side na parang you need to like chill
Sila
out
naman,
lang.
relax ka lang ng
Yeah,
konti.
take a
Parang
breather,
yun,
like to remind you.
I guess that's how it worked, no?
Oo, talaga.
Yeah.
Kasi I'm sure sila Dar naalala na may time talaga na hindi na nga nila ako makasama sa same table because I was so
peppy and
high strong na, ganyan. Tapos parang naalala ko si Vince, you need to relax also. Kumbaga relax ka lang din, parang don't be too strict. O, si Buwi kinausap din, ba't ganyan mo kami kausap? Na dati naalala ko na pag late sa practice, tatanungin ko pa, who were you with? Kung family, okay lang, pero pag girlfriend natin, excuse. Mga ganun ba? Ganun akong style na, na wag naman because of a girl, malilate ka sa practice natin. Let's take this seriously.
Professional pala, yeah.
Pero family, maintindihan ko. Pero, so look, I eventually, natutunan ko lang na we all have our different things to, it may not be important for me, pero important sa kanya. So, medyo relaxed lang. So, even with recording, dati I'd require everyone to be there kahit wala silang gagawin na parts.
Yeah, parang just to be all together.
Kasi lahat tayo naghihirap. Pero ngayon, sino ka lang? Dar, ikaw lang kailangan ko. Hindi ko na kailangan papuntahin yung iba.
Yeah.
Or Gab, I need you here. Mga ganun na lang. Mas relax.
Pero pumupunta pa rin si Din kasi siya yung nag-order ng pagkain.
Yun yung gusto kong kwento kay Din Yun ang gusto kong sabihin. Kaya si Din sobrang paborito namin na member din yan. Well, actually, kunya si Darius. Kaya paborito ko si Darius kasi tawag talaga namin sa kanya recording studios. Kasi pagdating niya sa Kasi pagdating niya sa studio, aral niya na he knows his part. Parang ganon. Tapos si Din naman, kahit wala siyang, we all, yung limitations niya as a drummer, kunyari sa basketball player, hindi siya yung best basketball player, pero sarap niyang teammate. Kasi kahit wala sa recording, dadating niyan just to take our orders. Ano gusto niyo kainin? Kailangan niya magdala ng kotse. Siya yung bibili ng pagkain just to be present.
Yeah, just to be a part of the...
Talagang sarap talagang band. Tapos kunyari nasa airport, kukunin niya na lahat ng passport namin.
Mother Goose.
Mother Goose tawag na isa niya.
Mother Goose.
Kaya na yun siya tawag na Mother Goose. Kasi after niya gawin lahat ng airport, pag naglakad na siya, kami lang tayo sa likod.
Susunod talaga. Susunod tayo sa likod.
Sunod lang kami basta yung pinakamalaki. He takes care of the, parang Mother Goose talaga siya. Kaya sarap niyang
kasama.
Kaya parang
how many you guys in Parokya? You guys are, how many in total in Parokya?
Six.
All different characters.
Yeah,
All different characters.
Dapat naging alternate na pangalan natin yung Mother Goose Band, di ba?
Yun talaga, yung mga
Or
chatroom
album
namin,
cover.
yung chatroom namin nakasama kami,
Mother
Goose.
Mother Goose pangalan
si
ng
Din
chat.
talaga.
So you guys still up to this day have that same chat room you're talking about?
Oo.
Solid, dude.
Kami lang nandyan.
Yung mga
Mother Goose
private
chat room.
namin ng mga joke,
Kasi
doon kami nag-uusap.
nagagalit na kay asawa ni Din si Billy Kasi syempre, sama ka sa tour, sabi pagdating, kami nila Dar, nakaupo na sa gilid, sabay si Din. Lahat pinifilapan, lahat ng mga forms namin, parang nanay talaga ng pipilapan. Tapos sabi ni Billy, syempre, kung hindi mo alam yung dynamics, si Billy, syempre medyo na-hurt na, ano ba, utusan ba yung asawa? Sabi ni Billy, parang, sabi ni Billy, kayo nga mag-asikaso dyan. Asikaso yun yung passport nyo, diba? Kasi makikita mo yung asawa mo.
Hindi niya parang, ayaw ko nga pala.
Hindi, okay lang yan. Kasi mas parang alam ni Din yung nangyayari. Kasi magkamali-mali kami. Ano ba address natin doon? Ano address natin?
Talaga yun, wala tayong pakit. Kami gusto namin, naabutan na lang kami ng boarding pass eh. Diretso na kami sa gate.
Kasi kunyari, ano address doon? Ano address natin? Hindi na alam. Si Din alam niya na lahat yan eh.
Yeah.
Ako,
parang naguguluhan pa siya, parang
Parang ako yung address ko sa kinopia.
Oo, so siya, hawak na lahat passport, alam niya lahat ng pipindutin, tapos alam niya lahat ng miles. Kami nila Dar, nakaupo na sa gilid. So parang kung hindi mo lang
Literal, man.
Kung ikaw yung asawa ni Dindin, mainis ka talaga.
Totoo.
Kung kayo mag-asikaso ng passport niyo. Kami, pero okay lang yan.
She's got it.
Hindi, ganyan talaga yung sistema namin.
Ganyan talaga yun.
Ginagawa niya talaga yun.
Pagdating din, makikita mo naglalakad na siya, dala yung mga passport namin. Tayo na kami lahat, sunod lang kami sa kanya.
Follow the leader of sorts.
Oo, talaga.
Follow si Mother
Yan, sobrang
Goose.
sarap na nakabanda talaga ni Din.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, because like just before closing it out, now being in the room with both of you, we had Bowie on our last episode, and the personalities, man, all different.
Different
all
talaga,
different, man.
Si Bowie naman yung
works.
pinaka hindi ko kasundo ever since when it comes to the band, and he knows this.
Yeah.
Parang kung may dalawa kami chatroom, may isa kami chatroom na kasama na yung mga
Si
childhood friends. Kami ni Bowie. Sobrang friends. Talagang kung my mom loves him. Para kasi talagang ampun din namin si Bowie na pag lahat ng family reunion nandun siya.
Yeah.
Parang ganun. Pero pagdating sa banda, we really butt heads.
Yeah. You
Ever
were
since
telling me
naman,
off the pod
creativity,
earlier, yeah.
the way I run the band, the way he wants to run the band, kumbaga,
Like a clash.
clash talaga,
Yeah.
every single aspect. And when we're comfortable with that,
Yeah.
kumbaga sanay na kami na, parang huli, nasa Lancaster, nagtaasan kami ng boses. Tapos right after magtaasan ng boses, kwento na, wala na. Parang yung huling awit na sa stress, sigawan, talagang
Yeah.
magsusuntukan na ako talaga, ayaw na ako sabi, mamaya,
Yeah.
pagkatapos, habang for autograph signing, kinakalabit niya yung bird ko na parang, parang ganun lang. So we're just so used to it na
The
talaga pagdating sa
unicorn.
banda, it's not a big deal anymore na hindi kami magkasundo.
Yeah.
Pero pagdating sa outside
Friendship.
the band,
Yeah.
we can, the last talk that we had, ang haba ng kwentuhan namin sa US, talagang,
Yeah.
so, tumitingin si Vince, oy, baka nag-aaway kayo dyan. Dito, kwentuhan kami.
It's one of those good best friends, but not good bandmates. Yeah. They're peeps like that.
Pagdating na talaga sa music and sa band, we don't get along.
Yeah.
And it's okay, we're comfortable na it's,
Yeah.
it's ganyan.
I think he said the same thing on the pod or off the pod, but he said the same thing actually. But yeah, I'm sorry with that. That's all the time we have for tonight,
Okay,
everybody.
sorry, daldal namin.
It's great. No, thank you, Papa Dar. Thank you, Cheats. Thank you, 8 for co-hosting with me. Again, everybody, let's give another round of applause for Mr. Chito and Papa Dar of Parokya. Really,
Okay.
thank you guys for making the time out
request
tonight.
ko lang, paki-edit yung mga boring parts.
Oh, wait,
Hindi,
sorry.
Sa atin, excited tayo, pero mamaya pag nakikinig namin,
Oo
usapan
nga.
nila.
Sorry,
Baka tayo
last.
lang natutuwa sa
Papa Dar and
pinag-uusapan
Cheats,
natin.
I'll give you guys the final red carpet. So just promote whatever you want to promote, what you want people to look out for maybe in your personal or music lives. And yeah.
Okay, pakinggan nyo lahat ng mga bandang trip nyo. Tapos, manood kayo ng lahat ng mga bandang gusto nyo panoorin. And, yun lang.
Papa Dar, anything? Anything to
Maraming
close?
salamat sa inyong lahat sa backbeat.
Sa masayang alaala.
Sa lahat ng mga alaala na pinagsamahan natin. Sa mga kapatid natin sa
Kung walang
backbeat
limit to,
sila.
no? Ang dami pa natin pagkikwento.
Kaya,
Tsaka hindi tayo nag-iingat kasi syempre nag-iingat kami. Diba?
Oo,
Bawal. Makulong pa
Kung
kami.
ano lang yung mga pwede nating pagkwento.
Yeah. We'll have a part
Try
2.
natin.
Let's have a part 2,
Sobrang
man.
galing. Kung alam nyo lang talaga yung mismong dynamics at yung kung anong nabuo at naitulong sa mundo nating lahat.
Kaya
Yung samahan
natin sila
natin.
yayain next time.
Talaga.
Yeah, hopefully that would be a good one with Jay and everyone
Saya,
else, no? But
Kind
yeah.
of
Ako, dadalaw lang ako sa iyo. Sabi ni Cheats, pupunta daw siya dito. Nandyan din daw sa midget.
Sakto.
Sige, sama ko. Okay, salamat.
Again, thank you guys. Thank you so much for checking out another episode of the
Good
Treehouse
night.
Pod. Good night, everyone.
Hey, what's up? My name's Josie. His name's Frankie.
And my name is Marts. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you see, please do follow us on our socials for more updates.